Today on Simple Food, Simple Life, we're going to make oatmeal banana bars. Stick around, they're pretty tasty. Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. A while back I made some date bars. I happened to find some chopped dates on sale, and I thought, you know, it's been a long time since I've made those, so I decided that I would go ahead and give it a whirl. They were delicious, but dates are kind of expensive, and so I realized that the crust for the bars and the topping for the bars is so delicious that I decided that I was going to try it only with a different fruit filling. Now, I managed to get a big bag of bananas on sale. I put it in one of my recent videos. I got a big bag of bananas that were overripe for 88 cents. So I decided to use some of those and see if I could come up with a filling. So this is a filling. I made this filling actually a few days ago, and it's been in the refrigerator, so it's quite thick. Now this filling is very sweet, and this is going to be the banana filling. It doesn't look that yummy, but it does taste really good. Now, if I had some nuts to put in this, I would certainly put some nuts in it. I think it would be good. Maybe some pecans or walnuts would be delicious. This is what we have here. We have in this bowl, we've got 1.5 cups of oats. And it calls for quick cooking oats, but I don't have quick cooking oats. I just have regular oats. So I've got 1.5 cups of oats. I've got a cup of flour. I have 1 cup of packed brown sugar. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And into this mixture, I'm supposed to add 1/3 cup of melted butter and 1 room temperature egg white. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm going to mix this all up. And because these are not quick cooking oats, this gives me a chance to kind of crumble up these oats a little bit. Because I realize that quick cooking oats have a different texture. They're more broken down than a regular old-fashioned oats. And I want to make sure that the baking soda, flour, brown sugar, everything is completely mixed together. Easiest way to do that is with my hands. Alright. So now I'm going to pour in this 1/3 cup of melted butter. Now, when this is assembled, this gets baked at 350 degrees, which I should put my oven on, right? Silly me. Alright. Now, I discovered in order to really get this mixed up properly, I'm going to have to dive in with my hands again and get the butter completely incorporated. Now this is salted butter. I suppose you can use unsalted if you want to. Can you kind of see the texture of this? How that looks? Now we have to incorporate the egg white And it doesn't say, you don't have to beat the egg white or anything. It doesn't say anything about that. This is absolutely one of the best crusts for a bar that I have ever tasted. And certainly ever seen, because sometimes they tend to fall apart on you. This just is really, really nice. So I'm getting it in with my hands again. Make sure this is all mixed together appropriately. There's something about the egg white, and I think probably the baking soda as well, that really binds this mixture together. And I think I did mention there's 1 cup of flour in here. And I think if a person had some finely chopped nuts, you could add that to the crust as well. I think you could with no issues. It would probably be very tasty. All right, let me rinse my hands off. I rinsed my hands with a little bit of warm water, actually, as well. Now, I have it greased. I can never remember if this is 8 by 8 or 9 by 9. It might be a 9 by 9 inch glass pan here. And I'm going to take half of the mixture and I'm going to press it into the pan, into the dish. And as you can probably guess, the rest of the mixture goes on top. Now, if you were doing the date filling, then you could, and I'll put the recipe down below, by the way, so that you can do this for yourself. When I put it in, I will put it with the date mixture. Okay? If you want to substitute that, you can substitute it with whatever you like. I thought maybe a jam substitution would be good in here as well. You know, some really good, tasty jam. I almost did a strawberry, but I thought, I think I'm going to try it since I have a lot of extra bananas. I'm going to try it with the banana filling. Not having a recipe for the banana filling, just figured, well, hey, let's go for it and see what happens. Alright, but I patterned the banana filling after the date filling as far as amount of bananas and water and sugar, and I added some brown sugar to this as well. Alright, so you can see we've got about half of that mixture left. That's going to be our topping. And I'm preheating my oven right now to 350 degrees. It goes in for 20 minutes. This filling doesn't look very beautiful, does it? I mean, it doesn't look yellow like you would think bananas might look. According to the recipe, it doesn't matter if you put the filling in when it's cold or you put the filling in when it's warm. It does not matter. Evidently, it works equally as well. So I'm just trying to spread this out evenly. It smells really, really good. And now I don't know why you couldn't use, say, a half a pint of your favorite preserves or jam. That would be really good to have that fruit in there. This actually makes up pretty quick. And it doesn't take too long to cook down those bananas or the dates, actually. It does not take very long for that. So, my oven is not quite preheated yet, but that's all right. I will put these in when it is, and they will bake for 20 minutes. Okay, these are done, but I'm going to let them sit here and cool on the rack before I cut into them because they're very, very hot. Let me show you. They look really very, very good. And honestly, according to the recipe, I don't think there's any way to test for doneness. These were in, by the way, for 25 minutes. Okie doke, here we go. I took out a couple. They come out very nice. These are cooled off. And honestly, they're really, really delicious. I want you to look here. You can see what they look like. They're very nice. The filling is really nice. There you can see. Oh. The filling is creamy. The top is crunchy. And the bottom of the crust is very firm and substantial. I think that you could turn these fruit bars into anything you want. Put any filling, fruit filling you want in there and they would be delicious. And another thing, these freeze very well. You could freeze them, wrap them individually, and pack them in your lunch. They're delicious. Put your favorite filling in there and they'll be awesome. All right, that's it. That's all I've got. Listen, if I can do this, you can do this. Just use your imagination. I'll put the link to the original Oatmeal Date Bar recipe, excuse me, in the description box. And I will also put the ingredients quantities for the banana filling in case you want to try that. Okay? All right, listen, I love you guys. If I can do it, you can do it. And as always, you just remember that little is much when God is in it. Okay, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.